I said, good evening, good Thursday evening. Welcome to the last ever Anchor Free-for-All on Feedback, but this is also the last ever live Feedback. So I know you're all, get your Kleenex out at home. Only 2 shows left last week. Next week, that is, on Tuesday, we'll be showing you the big Feedback farewell party, and then next Thursday is the last show. We're going to be looking back at old clips and highlights from the show. But to the matter at hand this evening, the Anchor Free-for-All, we do them at the end of every semester. We did one Tuesday. Doing that again tonight. As you can see, Jackie Nealon from Wednesday night, Kelly Esno from Tuesday night, and Susan made the run across the studio from Thursday night. So we're going to be talking to them coming up, but we're going to get a break out of the way. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the same topic we started with on Tuesday, the possibility of the credits here at Clarion going from 128 being required to 120. We're going to talk about that. Stay with us. Feedback continues after the break.
A portion of the programming was brought to you by the Clarion Bowl Arena, located on Route 322, 1 mile east of Clarion. Bowl Arena offers rock and bowl every Friday and Saturday night, and a game room with 8 pool tables and arcade games. Bowl Arena also offers bumper bowling for kids' birthdays and league play for adults. Call 764-3471. Again, that's 764-3471.
What is a hero? Are heroes born, or are they made? In after-school programs, your kids will uncover hidden strengths, discover they have the power to change their future, and find the hero inside themselves. Let us know you on after-school programs in your area. Call 1-800-USA-LEARN. After-school programs, helping kids find the hero within.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by the Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant. The Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant is located at 540 Main Street in Clarion and offers dining as well as a nightclub. The restaurant and nightclub are open 7 days a week for your convenience. Call the Captain Loomis Hotel and Restaurant, 226-8400.
I'm the best thing you ever had. Only things I'm guilty of. Giving you too much love. Making you crazy, making you rap. Making me fall, making me suspect. Seem to think I'm playing her game. Don't you know her? This is me.
There's a better way to have fun with history. Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
You're watching TV5 with Zeta Tau Alpha.
Welcome back to this Thursday night Feedback. It's Anchor Free-for-All night. Let me reintroduce everyone once again. I'm sure you know them if you're an avid TV5 watcher. Jackie Nealon from Wednesday nights in her jeans, but she didn't know we weren't going to have a table in front of us. Kelly Esno from Tuesday nights, who did know that we weren't going to have a table, and Susan also did know. So Susan Honorad from Thursday nights. So we're going to start off talking about the same thing we started off on Tuesday. There's a possibility that right now students who graduate at Clarion University as well as the other 13 state system of higher education schools need 128 credits to graduate. A lot of students say that's too much, and there's a possibility it's going to go to 120. So what we're going to do is the same thing we did on Tuesday. To give you a refresher, we're going to show you Kelly's story that she did on Tuesday night talking to the Dean of Arts and Sciences here at Clarion University, Dr. Stan Green. Take a look at this.
Most of Pennsylvania's 14 state-owned universities may need fewer credits to graduate under a new policy adopted by the university's governing board. So how does this new policy affect Clarion University students?
Well, it will affect Clarion in a variety of ways. But let me say at first blush, we're not quite sure if this is going to be mandated by the state system or if, in fact, this is going to be encouraged by the state system or recommended. It's hard to say, but
this change was made at the request of the system's university presidents. But why is this policy being adopted now?
What the attempt is to increase or facilitate the graduation rate of students. And currently, most programs are 128 hours. And that means that students have to average 16 hours a semester, which is sort of an odd number. 120 hours really is the traditional baccalaureate degree, and that's what I had, 120 hours, and that averages, of course, 15 hours a semester. And so The idea is to facilitate graduation, the 4-year graduation rate, and the graduation rate in general.
While this new policy will excite most students, changes will have to be made to make up for the loss of 8 credits.
Different majors will implement it in different ways. The first thing that will probably happen is that if you go from 120 to 128 to 120, obviously there's an 8-hour reduction.
Right.
I suspect that half of that will come out of general education and half of that will come out of the majors. 4 hours is kind of an odd number, so in some cases what might happen is some of the majors may change courses and kind of combine them. In some cases.
If the state system of higher education decides to mandate the 120 credit degree, the change in the curriculum may come easier for some departments than others.
I would expect that some of the science programs and especially the professional programs in education, the Bachelor of Science in Education, secondary ed programs, and even some of the other ones may still remain higher than 120 hours if that's acceptable to the state system.
While this new policy will most likely not affect current Clarion University juniors and seniors, the possibility exists that freshmen and sophomores will be grandfathered in.
Oftentimes when there's a catalog change, students have an option of coming in using the catalog they came in with or selecting the new catalog, but I don't know. This is such a universal change, systematic change, that I'm not sure. The devil's in the details on that one.
So that's what it's going to look like according to Stan Green, the Dean of Arts and Sciences here. So Kelly, I'm going to go to you first. You talked to the Dean. What is your reaction to the possibility of it being 120 instead of 128?
Well, first of all, I don't think that 128 is too many, because it's possible to graduate in 4 years, because I've taken 18 credits every spring, and I'll graduate on time. But there's like people who won't take the maximum credits. So like, you know, those people will be happy. As far as going to 120, it would have been nice if it would happen sooner, because I would have been out here next fall, but I'm still here till spring. But I just think it was kind of surprising, because no one was ready for it. But as far as most students I've talked to, it really doesn't matter to them, I guess you could say. Like, either way, they'll be happy. But I mean, it was just a surprise on everyone. Even the dean said,
right.
You know.
Now, this panel is a little bit different from Tuesday's panel, because Tuesday's panel we had Autumn and Courtney who are sophomores and juniors, and they could be affected. We're looking at Kelly, you're going to be a senior. Jackie, you are a senior. Susan, you're going to be a senior. Mm-hmm. So there's no way it's going to affect any of us sitting up here.
Yeah.
But Jackie or Susan, what is your reaction to it? Do you wish you would have had it, or do you think this is a good idea?
I don't think it really matters, because 128 credits is definitely not too many. I'm graduating in 3.5 years, and I didn't even take summer classes. So it just shows that you can. And I think personally that it's kind of stupid, because it's like showing the stupidity of the American people. It's just going to go lower and lower and lower until one day we're only going to have like 10 credits to do to complete a bachelor's degree.
I thought the same thing. I thought, are we just stooping to a level?
But he also said that he graduated with 120 credits. And
right.
So did a few other
Good
professors
point.
I've talked to. There was 120 credits, so it went up. So, I mean, we're just going back to that level, and I don't think that's stupidity. I mean, look where they're at now. They're
right.
college professors, so I don't think...
Jackie's itching to get in.
Go ahead.
I just think that, you know, they should have maybe... People can get finished in 4 years. The people that don't get finished in 4 years, or when you come up here and you have 15 credits as a freshman and no one has any... You don't have any responsibility. Oh, I don't like this class. I withdraw from it. I don't see my advisor until I'm a junior, and you get upset because, oh my God, why do I have all these extra classes? Why am I graduating with 140 credits and all these things that don't fit places? They should maybe try to implement like an advisor commit, like a better way to meet your advisor and stuff. Because I mean, I know my advisor, Dr. Kuhn, he's great if he's watching, but like, I know a lot of people that their advisor says, okay, well, yeah, take this, this, and this, and yeah, see you next year.
As far as I think, I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this, but one of my roommates last year was a freshman. I think they do have a new advisor policy out that you can't schedule until you meet with your advisor.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can't, it'll be a hold in your account.
Well, another question that it would be like, for comm majors, we have that option of the internship, which is 6 to 12 credits. So what? I'm a comm major, I can't do math in my head. You'd be taking 108 credits? I mean, you're 108 credits when you're a junior. That's almost knocking
That's interesting. I haven't thought of that.
You know
That's
what I mean?
interesting.
because we have that option.
Right.
So it would produce students getting out of the school faster. So in the long run, the university would be losing money.
Right,
Well,
but I was worried that this was all politically motivated because they want 4-year graduation rates. That's always the stories you hear on the news and in the papers. What's the 4-year graduation rate? And the 4-year graduation rate is going down. Well, so what? It's different times now. I don't think we should be expecting a 4-year graduation rate. Do you think this is politically motivated?
It's not. I don't think that it's not the people not getting the credits and stuff. What about the people that have enough credits to graduate, but the classes are offered annually or every other semester? You can't. You just can't. It's impossible to finish because of the classes, and it happens in communications. I have a minor in political science, and I know that some classes are offered once every 2 years for that. So
I think that this 120 credits will also, I think in a way it's to help transfer students, because then when you come in as transfer students, you're already losing credits. So, and then there's only so many times you can withdraw from a class or this and that. So I think that it'll work for transfer students, good there. But as far as, I think you mentioned something about the credits losing money. You said something about that. When I talked to the dean, he said that they've been thinking for a while to go to 120 credits, but in order to compete with the other schools, the other state schools, you get money based on how many credits you give out to the students. So that's one of the big reasons why they never went to 120, because because you can, as a state school, I believe he said, on your own go to 120, but it's a lot of work to do it, and you have to get everything approved, but then you'd also be losing money compared to, say, Slippery Rock, who has 128, they're going to be getting more money than we would be getting.
where was I reading? I read this somewhere recently, maybe in the Clarion call. It was the average state school student that has loans comes out of school with $16,000 of loans, and the average Clarion University student comes out with $18,500 in loans. So.
Wow.
Did it say why? Was there
I didn't say why, but I just recently saw that.
What's that?
Books.
Oh, books. That's something we could probably talk about. But back to, I'm just curious what you guys think. Is this a political thing? Do you go back to what I said before? Because I remember there was a big deal last year or so. They were talking about the 4-year graduation rate. What is it exactly? What is it at the schools? And they wanted to get the number as high as possible. Do you think we're lowering the credits to try to get that? Real quick, because I got to go to a break.
I don't think so, because it seems nowadays everybody's trying to go back to school. I know if I had the funds, I would go to law school, or I eventually plan to, but it seems like people want to be professional students anymore. I think education.
A lot of times you talk to people who are on the 5-year plan anyways. They come in on the 5-year plan, so
it's expected.
So yeah, so I don't think really it's anything to do with that.
Okay, well, did you have anything to say?
No, everybody, covered everything.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, who knows what we'll talk about? Stay with us. Feedback continues after the break.
I wasn't going to school because I was making money stealing cars. Well, I was 10 when I first got involved with drugs. I skipped school because, nobody cared.
When I first got pregnant, school was not important to me, so I dropped out.
Well, if I don't finish school, then I can't go to college. That's the whole point of what I want to do with my life.
I still need to go to school to make it for myself.
I think I'm happier now. I know I'm happier now.
This portion of the programming was made possible through a grant by Fox's Pizza Den. Fox's Pizza Den is located on Old Route 66 in Clarion and offers all-day delivery. Phone 226-5555. That's 226-5555. Fox's Pizza Den is open 7 days a week for your convenience. Phone 226-5555.
We sing for millions of girls, but helping out in schools, that's the real deal, baby.
I know our love can multiply.
I'm the cute one, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever been backstage before?
'Cause you're the excel.
I think you'll find that gravity is key in what I do.
Once was one, but now we're two.
I'm spinning out of
Oh.
This portion
portion of the programming was made possible through a grant from Clarion Hospital. Clarion Hospital is located off of Exit 9 of Interstate 80. Clarion Hospital offers outpatient services, transitional care, as well as an emergency room open around the clock every day of the year. More than 400 employees and 80 physicians work to serve the community. Call the Clarion Hospital at 226-9500. Clarion Hospital, providing health care to Clarion County and surrounding communities since 1954. Welcome back to Feedback, the final ever Anchor Free-for-All we're doing right now. Jackie Nealon from, what are you laughing at? Jackie Nealon from Wednesday night, Kelly Laughing Esno from Tuesday night, Susan Honorad from Thursday nights. So we were debating what to talk about this break, during this segment, during the break. The whole Catholic Church thing is, I guess, what we rolled the dice and came up with. I don't know what to say. I haven't really talked about it on the show. Everybody knows the story, the basics of the story. Anyone want to throw anything out? Thoughts, comments?
I just think it's totally repulsive to see a Catholic priest wanting to visualize naked boys in their head. And I think that no matter what, that they should fire them from the priesthood forever, and that they should never ever be allowed back, because that is completely wrong.
Why do you think that all of a sudden, you know, it all hit the fan, basically, and we heard so much about it, and we hear so much, there's so much of it in the Catholic Church. It's not like it's this community or this community, it's all over the place. Why might that be? That's what I don't get.
I think that, now, I'm Catholic. Why can't Catholic priests get married? I mean,
Yeah,
whatever,
exactly.
they said that you have that sick image as you're growing up, but how come that's only a problem in the Catholic Church? How come Presbyterian people, reverends can get married, things like that? Maybe
So
there's something needs to be done.
I mean, you think it draws back to the celibacy and no marriage?
Yes, I do. I think so. And I also think about the pornography, like looking at children. Anything with children's wrong, I think. But I'm doing a paper right now, and it was a Supreme Court case, and you cannot look at child pornography, but if the image is created by a computer, if it's a generated virtual image,
right,
that looks just like a child, you can look at it. Now, it has the same effect, I think, doesn't it?
I had the same reaction to that they would allow that.
So Dr. Sweet, that's what I'm writing my paper on, because Dr. Sweet is an avid TV5 watcher, and I know he's watching right now.
He is. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because I remember the day I heard about the case, I thought, what in the world? I know, obviously, that's a hairy line to cross, but the ruling is you can have fake child pornography, and that's okay. You just can't have the real stuff.
They said because it was the CPPA Act, I forget what it is. The act that got shot down was because in the act it said what conveys the image, and conveys the image, or maybe the image it doesn't give the ordinary person of regular intelligence what it is. Well, how can you not know what's disgusting?
Right.
Anything with children in that is disgusting.
What do you guys think of the Supreme Court thing? I mean, the fake images, basically, are allowed now.
I mean, you see those movies, those computer-generated movies, they're identical to regular people. You can't tell the difference.
You know what I don't understand, this is going on a complete different subject, but if you're Catholic, I'm Catholic, and if you follow the Catholic faith, you know that birth control, you can't take it, you can't have premarital sex, all that kind of stuff, but yet there's no rules against child pornography. That's what I don't understand.
I think,
looking pornography is a sin in the Catholic Church.
Yeah, just like
so,
with
I mean,
birth
there is
control and
rules.
premarital sex.
Yeah.
For full disclosure, I mean, I'm Catholic too, and I've always, Kelly's the minority here, the religious minority on the show. I think that's always been the problems people have had with the Catholic religion when they'll say, oh, those Catholics, because they look at these rules, and I mean, I'm sure that there's one point that we've all said, wait a second, is that right? Does that make sense? Are there just too many rules? I mean, if so, there's lots of people in the Catholic faith. Obviously, look at 3 out of the 4 of us are. Are there too many rules? As a non-Catholic, I mean,
Oh, man.
I mean,
I don't want to
get
get started on
Catholic
religion.
bashing or anything, but
This is going to be getting mad.
Oh, I mean, I've had many conversations with so many people about Catholic religion, and I always end up getting so mad about it that I don't like to talk about it. But I mean, I do. I think there's like some rules that I'm just like, you know, thank God I don't have to do that. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to go into it. I mean, one thing, like, I mean, I don't really get all upset about it and all mad, but like the Lent thing, I don't understand the whole purpose of it, you know what I mean? Everyone's giving up something that they like to do or love or something like that, and I'm just, you know, I don't want to do that. But it doesn't mean that I'm not as religious as you, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like to talk about religion. I try to keep my views to myself.
all right, well, let's move on to stupid TV shows.
Sounds good.
Jackie needs to run out of here this evening to watch. What is it? What's it called?
The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. I didn't know about it. They were telling me I have a minute to a break.
Channel 4.
I didn't even, no. Watch the Message channel for the rest of the evening on Channel 5.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well, Jackie won't be anchoring next week. I didn't even know about it until you told me. I don't watch real people TV because I'm never home to watch television. But I think all these reality shows are stupid because why can't we just live in reality? Like, why is there a reality show? Why do we have to go to TV to watch reality? Why can't I just live in reality?
It's because it takes you away from your everyday thing. Like, you think your life's...
Isn't there enough drama in your own lives?
I mean, like, talk about reality shows. I don't think you're living the reality they're living. I mean, take Survivor. You're not out there living trying to get food, and you're not out there trying to pick between 200 people, a wife.
But do you really care? I don't care about these
people.
All right.
24.
Sorry.
But I don't care about these people who are living like this. I care about the people in the real world who are living like that, who can't get themselves out of that. Do you know what I mean?
This girl could get married to a guy that she's known for 8 weeks.
There are people dying. I look at it like there's so much other things in the world we could focus on besides.
But how entertaining is that?
I don't care, but it's important.
TV, the
so
greatest
is Survivor.
Survivor's going downhill, I think.
Anyway.
All right, well, they're telling me I have to go to
I
I have to go to break because it's 5 minutes to Jackie's show, so Jackie has to run home, exactly. But thank you guys for joining us. The last ever Anchor Free-for-All proved interesting. Jackie Nealon, look, she's ready to tear the microphone off. Kelly Esno and Susan Honorad. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Stay with us. I will be back by myself to say goodbye because everybody is running away to go watch TV. We'll be back.
This portion of programming is sponsored by Reese Brothers, located in Drake Square Building in Oil City. Reese Brothers offers competitive hourly wage, plus daily bonuses, flexible scheduling, company sponsored health benefits, and paid professional training. Call today at 1-800-365-3500, extension 684, or 677-9236 for your personal interview, or stop by and visit the Drake Square Building. Reese Brothers, where integrity and technology connect.
Do you want complete coverage of local, state, national, and international news as it happens? Then tune in to Clarion's very own TV5 News Live for complete coverage of the Clarion area and our world. TV5 news crews join with the crews from the world news leader CNN to provide complete coverage of the day's events. With advanced satellite capabilities, TV5 can bring you the latest news as it happens. So tune in every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings for Clarion's very own TV5 News Live.
Whether you're looking for formal attire or a Halloween costume, Town & Country Cleaners has it all. From tux rental to costumes, stop by Town & Country Cleaners. Town & Country Cleaners has a wide variety of services to offer, including dry cleaning and spot removal. Located in Clarion Borough on Liberty Street right next to the VFW, Town & Country Cleaners can handle all of your needs. To find out what Town & Country can do for you, call 226-4781.
Wardrobe for some TV5 News staff provided by Fashion Bug, located in the Clarion Mall. Whether you're looking for junior trendy or fashion for women, they have it all with many different styles. Fashion Bug also offers a wide selection of accessories. Fashion Bug is located in the Clarion Mall, just off exit 62 off Interstate 80. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 9 p.m., and Sunday from noon till 5.
I'm back Susan is the only one left because Kelly had to go see a play, and one of our camera people went to see the play as well, and Jackie's probably already at home playing with the remote. So this is it, the last ever live feedback. That's the last time you're ever going to see that right there in the corner, live. Next week, Tuesday night, is the big feedback farewell party. Tune in. Everyone from Clarion is going to be in this studio. I'm going to be walking around talking to them. It's going to be so much fun. Then next Thursday, my final feedback goodbye. So have your Kleenex ready. We're going to look back at some old clips. It's going to be a lot of fun because we've already picked some of the clips. It is definitely going to be fun. Have a great weekend. We will see you Tuesday night. Spring Fling next week.